At the beginning of the film, we meet Gloria, who has just broken up with her boyfriend and is forced to go to her friend's place. Her friends are discussing the most famous TV host, whose face is on the main cover of a magazine. But Gloria is not happy about this. Her friends still don't believe that Gloria knows this popular TV host named Francis. Gloria asks one of her friends if she can stay with her temporarily. A little later, in a rundown bar, while everyone is drinking beer and watching the show, admiring TV star Francis, she suddenly shows up. Everyone is stunned, but she has come specifically for Gloria. When Gloria sees Francis, she shoves her with her shoulder and leaves. Francis follows her. Around the corner, Francis suggests they have dinner, but Gloria doubts it's a good idea. But during the conversation, Francis, without being pushy, manages to convince Gloria to come back to her hotel room. And there, unable to restrain themselves, they give in to their old passion, feeling an incredible attraction to each other. In the morning, Gloria's friends tease her, asking for all the details of the night spent with Francis. Gloria jokes along, then tells them she's going to Paris with Francis at Francis's invitation. At first, her friends are a bit worried, since Francis had already abandoned Gloria in the past while building her career. They worry it might happen again. But Gloria admits that she isn't completely happy here and would really love to leave for Paris. Her friends have no choice but to support her and wish her a good trip. Meanwhile, Francis tells her husband, Claude, that Gloria, her longtime love, is moving in with her. Claude isn't particularly happy about this. Besides, his work on writing a book isn't going well. Francis suggests he go away for a while, somewhere where no one will bother him, completely cutting off contact. But Claude doesn't want to. What annoys him even more is that now a woman like Gloria will be in their space. But he can't do anything about it, because his marriage to Francis is a sham, and Claude prefers men. While on set, Francis tells her assistant that she has gotten back together with her first love, her first and truest love, meaning Gloria. But the assistant isn't thrilled about this, subtly hinting that there are rumors that Francis might be replaced by another TV host, and that she should be careful not to ruin her high ratings and reputation. Just then, a young, slim TV host walks in, who has also been given the chance to appear on air with Francis. But Francis is so self-confident that she tries to pretend she doesn't notice how this woman is practically breathing down her neck and has a chance to replace Francis. Meanwhile, Gloria sells her valuable vinyl records because she needs money to leave for Paris and to not have to worry about being completely broke for a while. We are taken back to Gloria's distant past, when she was still very young. Her parents sent her to a psychiatric hospital, afraid that she might harm herself and worried about her psycho-emotional state. After all, she considered herself a punk, cut her hair short, and fit the image, both in appearance and in society. So the doctor decided to keep her there for a while, supposedly to cure her. Tears and screams didn't help, and her distraught parents left her, hoping their daughter would receive help. We move to the present, where Francis is sitting in the waiting room on a platform, waiting for Gloria, who has taken the train to Paris. And of course, Francis is overjoyed when she sees Gloria, her first love, dressed in a black suit and carrying just one bag. They immediately head to the car and drive to Francis's home. Back in the apartment, they make love again, on the second floor where Francis lives, while her husband lives on the first floor. Gentle touches, kisses, everything they both missed so much. Everything that reminds them of how they loved each other when they were very young, and how they love each other now. And this night is only for them. We are taken back again to the distant past. Gloria is in the hospital. When one of the nurses forbids her from listening to music and takes away her Walkman, Gloria attacks her with full force. One of the patients, a young Francis, notices this situation. Inspired by Gloria's courage, Francis decides to get to know her better. It's in the hospital that they get to know each other. They share their first kiss and do some not-so-good things together. For the first time, they fall in love. Morning, Francis is getting ready for work. Gloria stays home and asks Francis to build a small space for herself while she's away. Francis doesn't mind at all. They kiss passionately and say goodbye until the evening. Francis and Claude are sitting in a cafe over a cup of coffee. Claude suggests going away for the weekend to unwind, but Francis refuses, saying she wants to spend the weekend with Gloria. Claude is annoyed and hints that Francis's girlfriend is uneducated, doesn't know how to make small talk, and besides, what will happen to her when Francis gets tired of her and throws her out? Frances doesn't answer, pretending not to hear Claude's words. Gloria doesn't waste any time. While Frances is at work, she calls Frances's driver to help her load the junk she's collected and take it home. The driver isn't thrilled, seeing it as old, dirty trash, but he silently piles the heap of junk into the trunk of the car. Back home, Claude decides to continue writing his book. To concentrate, he puts on meditative music. But with all the loud noise upstairs, he can't write at all. The noise is coming from Gloria, who is busy fixing up her little corner in Frances's house. Hearing the strange music, which she clearly doesn't like, Gloria yells at Claude to turn it down. Then she comes downstairs to him. Claude, showing his refined upbringing, explains to Gloria that the music he's playing helps him relax and therefore helps him write his book. Gloria tries to be polite and asks him to turn the music down, but Claude stands his ground, explaining that the music helps him concentrate. So Gloria goes back upstairs and, in retaliation, turns her favorite rock music on at full volume. When Frances returns from work, Claude is already waiting for her. In their polite conversation, he openly admits that he really doesn't like Gloria. He says she's ill-mannered and rude, and that she's interfering with his writing. Frances defends Gloria, saying she's just a punk. Claude asks about Frances's work situation. Frances admits that she might be replaced by someone else next year. Claude supports Frances wholeheartedly and promises her his support. Suddenly, Gloria bursts noisily into the apartment. She has brought home a bunch of strange junk. Claude and Frances are shocked, but what can they do when Gloria explains that she needs it for her art? A little later, Frances tells Gloria that she's going to a meeting with a producer and is taking Claude with her, since he can help find out what will happen to her career. Gloria is unhappy about this. She openly says that she doesn't like the fact that their relationship is hidden and that they can't even spend time together in public. Frances explains to Gloria that she doesn't have a choice. She is forced to pretend to be straight in order to stay on television. While Frances is at work, Gloria continues building her little space in Frances's house. The household staff get involved and help her with interest. Eventually, Frances takes Gloria with her. They arrive together at a social event. Frances immediately goes to the producer, asking him if the rumors that they want to replace her are true. The producer says it's a lie. Frances has high ratings, and he would never do that to her. Gloria watches from the sidelines. Looking at all the people, she feels uncomfortable. She is alien to this kind of society. Suddenly, Claude appears unexpectedly. He goes over to Frances. Gloria watches all this. When a social conversation starts up next to her, she can't take it anymore and tells them to shut up. She attacks a man, slapping him several times, frightens a woman, and leaves. Frances tries to approach her and calm her down, but Claude holds her back, not letting her go, saying it could ruin her reputation. Gloria goes outside. A woman follows her out and tells her she admires what she did. Together, they go to a club. Gloria immediately finds a girl to hang out with and kisses her. Frances catches her in the act of kissing, grabs her by the arm, and drags her to a quieter place. They start blaming each other. Gloria says everything that's bothering her. Frances is also unhappy with Gloria and her reckless behavior. Frances turns around and leaves the room, leaving Gloria alone. Frances returns home alone. She looks at the structure Gloria made. Claude comes up to her. Frances admits that he was right. She only lasted 2 weeks with Gloria. Claude says that Gloria is a savage and dangerous to society, but still, she is exactly the woman Frances needs, and that can't be changed. Frances understands that herself. She understands that she loves Gloria. Claude also admits that he's burned out and can't write anything anymore. He says he wants to do something completely different. In the morning, as Frances is walking down the street, she sees a poster featuring not her face, but the face of her rival, and the headline says that Frances has been replaced on the TV show. Meanwhile, Gloria says goodbye to her friend. She heads to the train station, understanding that things between her and Frances are over, but she notices a sign saying that Frances has been replaced by another woman. Frances is packing her things in her dressing room. Her rival suddenly approaches her. With sarcasm, but trying to excuse herself, she says she couldn't tell Frances the truth because the producer forbade her. Frances stands up abruptly and walks into the hallway. Talking to the producer, she asks why he didn't warn her in advance, but the producer makes excuses, saying he could have been fired too. This makes Frances angry, so she lets her feelings out and lands several blows on him. Suddenly, the woman who replaced her runs over and also gets hit in the face. Pleased with herself, Frances leaves. But at the exit, the police pick her up and lead her to a car. At that moment, Gloria runs in the distance, shouting Frances's name. But Frances has already been put into the police car. Outside the police station, Gloria and Claude are waiting for Frances. She comes out. Paparazzi are all around, but that doesn't stop her at all. She sees Gloria and, without a trace of embarrassment, kisses her right on the lips, pulling her close, realizing that nothing else matters anymore, only their love and their feelings. Then, together with Claude, they get into the car and drive away.